So I've played through these almost all of these Fears to Fathom games. This is the first one, Home Alone. I've done a video on this before, but I wanted to revisit because I found some interesting new ways to break the game. Game starts out with your alarm, which was evidently set for 8:03. So we're like a 14-year-old kid or something, home alone, and we just kind of gotta bide our time until mom and dad get back, and nothing bad happens whatsoever. Now, I would love to get out and play in traffic, see how we can interact with some of those cars, all the cars that are driving. There's cars, I swear. Anyway, it's all pointless. There's an invisible wall here. There's one. There's an invisible wall over there too. And believe me, I've probably spent like a couple of hours trying to get past the barrier. So far, I have not been able to do so. At least, not yet. Not at this part of the game. So, we're gonna start out coming to the fridge, getting our unwrapped lasagna, throw it in the oven. It was in there for like 10 seconds and it's good to go. So I imagine the oven must have been set to like 2,000 degrees or something. Now, in my last video, I somehow, at this part, I became like unanchored. My player sort of fell over. And I figured out how to do that. So what you do, right, is you click on the seat, and then as it's fading in that transition, you open up the phone by pressing escape. Close the phone, space to get up, and there we go. Now the player is, I can't move, and then there we go. He just kind of starts tumbling around like that. You can still crouch and uncrouch, and you can kind of control yourself a little bit. If you hit escape again, you'll notice we're once again right side up, and moving the mouse we can like look around, and so you can like aim yourself. But unfortunately, that's the best we can do. I was hoping we could do something interesting with this glitch, but the problem is you can't really move. I did find out how to undo this though. So hit escape, you point at the back at the seat, and then you just do the same thing again. You click on it and hit escape, wait for it to load, and then when you get up, we're back to normal. Hooray! Now, this is the part of the game where we're supposed to sit here, eat our food, and he eats this entire lasagna in 4 giant bites with no like utensils, by the way. I guess we're just grabbing with our hands. But so you click it 4 times, right? And when you hit it the second time, that's when you get those feet, those suspicious feet going up the stairs. And by the time you stand up and go over there, it's too late. You can't actually see who or what is going up the stairs. However, what you can do is you can get kind of a jump on the guy. So, oh, I have to turn on the TV. My mistake. Alright, so we take our first bite. And then, to take our second bite, what you're going to do is you press space to get up. As it's fading out, you click the lasagna at the last minute so he does the second bite. And then, if you hurry, you can kind of get up here in time. And we'll, like, he either it's not an actual, like, person, like it's just feet programmed to walk up the stairs, or he just, like, disappears immediately once he gets up here. But either way, it doesn't look like there's, like, actually a person coming in here. At least not one that I could find. Maybe he's hiding under my bed. I don't really get, like later in the game he breaks in through the window, right? So, but like if he's already gotten into the house, why does he do that later? And is he not coming in to steal things? Is he here? Like look, at this part of the game, this door is suddenly suspiciously ajar. So I think it's implied that he came in through here and went upstairs. But again, for what purpose, right? Like he comes in now and then leaves and then later breaks in again. Whatever. I'm not his boss. All right, so we've eaten the entire lasagna in 4 bites. Now we get to go upstairs and do our homework. And we're gonna leave the lasagna pan right here. We're gonna need that later. Now that trick where you kind of unanchor yourself, you can do that by the bed, and you can do it here as well. You know, for whatever that's worth. Again, you can't really do anything interesting with it, but but you know, it's fun. Do our homework. Homework is done, and go to bed. And then we get to wake up, go downstairs for a nice drink of water, check on our lasagna pan, make sure he's doing all right. Get ourselves a drink of water, head back upstairs to bed, and then Mom texts us, "Uh-oh, there's somebody at the door." So we're gonna go downstairs. Now, this is really kind of the end of the game. It's a very short game. This is the part where you just kind of like hide, you cower under your bed, and then eventually the police come, and that's it. But I think instead of that, look, there he is. Look how creepily he's hunched over in his little T-Rex arms. Anyway, so instead of the normal ending of this game, we're gonna go confront this guy. So what you do, see, you close the refrigerator door, go up against this chair, and then back off a little bit, open it. Sometimes it takes a few tries. The water bottle doesn't help either, because I've learned that in this game the objects actually can, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Collide with things in the game. So like you see here, the water bottle is colliding with the refrigerator, not just like clipping through it. And so this makes it can make it kind of difficult to glitch through the walls when you're holding an object. However, trust me, we're gonna need the water bottle once we get out there. There we go. So we couldn't get outside the invisible barriers earlier in the game because they were right about here, in line with the porch. But at this part of the game, they are in line with the front door. If you were to open the door, you wouldn't be able to go outside, and then there's one here as well. So I guess you could go out into the backyard, but not out here. And so because the barrier has moved, we can now flip out through this wall and get outside the barriers, which is great because now we can just take a little tour of the neighborhood, see what we got going on out here while that creepy man tries to get inside the house. So there's some more invisible walls out here too. I can't go past here. I have a feeling that even if we could, we would probably just fall through the map, through like this other portion. I don't think there's anything much to see out there. But what we can do is peek into the neighbor's windows. Everybody loves doing that, right? And we'll find that they have absolutely no furniture whatsoever. That's not like creepy or suspicious. And trust me, I tried to get inside of their house as well. Couldn't find a way to do that. But I mean, there's no there's nothing in there. I think this is the house where the lady who comes over lives. But we get to see that her car has the same license plate as ours, which is completely not suspicious. There's another wall here. Can't really go out further, but again, I don't think there's really much to see out there. There's also a series of invisible walls right here. There's like some invisible object that we can't go through here. I think this is where later on the police car is gonna park. And so I guess that the whatever asset that is just already here and is just invisible and then becomes visible later. And if we come back into our lovely yard, we'll notice that there are also some invisible walls right here, keeping us from getting back onto the porch. And that's where our friend the water bottle comes in handy. Do you remember how I said that it kind of like collides with objects in the world? Well, that's going to help us get up onto the porch. So you got to kind of shimmy up onto these flower beds. Then you take your water bottle and you kind of like anchor it inside of this plant pot and use it to lift yourself up. Well, it might take a few tries, but we're trying to lift ourselves up and over the railing. There we go. And now we get to hang out on the porch with this guy. Now, for some reason, there are also invisible walls, like right here, blocking the door. Look at it. Look how, like, what is he doing with his hands? He doesn't seem to mind that we're out here. He looks like a dog begging for food. Anyway, but what we can do, we can clip into him like this. So now I'm the one with the creepy hands. we get to be the burglar this time. And then we can open the door. And for some reason, when we do that, he disappears. Now, if we were on the other side where we're meant to be, and we opened the door, that would be game over. The guy would just like get us. But obviously, we're not over there. I can't get into the house again now. So we're gonna have to restart. Alright, so we've restarted. Grab my drink of water, go back to my room. Mom texts me about the guy outside. We'll go take a peek. Uh-oh, spooky. We go back upstairs so we can cower underneath our bed. Okay, and there, the glass breaking, right? So he broke the window to get in. And then when we come out here, once we get a certain distance into the hallway, that happens. He's in the bedroom, so scary. And if we were to walk any closer, he would jump out and get us, and that's game over. What we're supposed to do is just go back into our room, cower under the bed again. Then the police show up, and that's the end of the game. But instead, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our friend the lasagna pan, and we're going to come over here, and we're going to kind of use it to, like we did earlier on the plant pot with the water bottle, we're going to use it to try and like lift ourselves up onto this this little dresser thing. Oh no, the police are coming. Dang it, that's not supposed to happen. Alright, well, real quick, let's see if we can go look at the police car before the game fades to black. Hey buddy, what's going on? Thanks for coming. Yeah, I can't interact with it. We're at this part again. Spooky. Guy at the door. Peekaboo. Go back upstairs. Cower under the bed. Alright, there it is. So he just broke in. Alright, take 2. This time I'm not going to go up to the door. I think triggering that was what triggered the end of the game. So anyway, what we're going to do instead, put the water bottle there for some extra height. And then we got to try and glitch ourselves up onto this dresser thing. There we go. Then we, yep, over the railing, and so then we've gotten past but without triggering the end of the game. And from here we can open the door and see the nice neighbor lady, who apparently is a double amputee. Also, I don't know how she's ringing the doorbell from so far away. Here you go, a little present for you. Ringing the doorbell with her mind powers. Anyway, let's go upstairs and just face this guy, right? Confront him face to face. We know he's in here, so let's just go in and see what we're dealing with. But look, there's nobody even in here, and the window isn't broken. It sure sounded like it was earlier, but nobody's here. Window isn't broken. I'm feeling I feel lied to. However, if we walk back over this way and trigger that one. Oh look, all of a sudden he's there. All of a sudden he is in the room. He must have been hiding under the bed or something. Interesting. So yeah, that's there you go. Fierce Fathom Home Alone.